I have never heard such nonsense in my life. Even in this current Trump era, this has got to be.
All right. You know what this is kind of making me think a lot about is the fact that every rich person I know, their daughter has 2 or 3 dolls, maybe a couple American Girl dolls, 2 or 3 expensive, nice dolls, and no crap from China. But if you go into a broke person's house, that floor is littered with broken toys from the dollar store.
So now we're shaming people for being
Barbie shaming is the opportunity to make enough money to make the same decisions that every rich person is already making and keeping the cheap toys away from their kids. And the people braying the loudest about this are the people who would never let their kids buy those crappy toys. And it is so offensive to me because when you talk to working class people, they sound just like the president. They would love to be buying high quality stuff for their kids instead of 1,000 cheap things that are going to break immediately because that's what they can afford.
That's the worst defense of Donald Trump, because China makes 80% of all toys sold in this country and 90% of all Christmas goods sold in this country. We have a lot of leverage with China. The Christmas and the doll industry is not one of them. When you start rationing dolls for American people, you're losing the argument. It's giving Scrooge vibe.
So her argument is poor people buy cheap dolls, whereas rich people buy the more expensive dolls, so they only have to buy 1 or 2 of them. But the poor people would really like to buy the more expensive dolls, but they can't. She overlooks that they can't because they're poor. She uses the more expensive doll, the American doll. So I went on over to my BFF, Mildred, and I asked Mildred, where were the American Girl dolls made? American Girl dolls are primarily made in China, while the brand is headquartered in Middleton, Wisconsin, and some design and development happens in the U.S., manufacturing and assembly, including the production of the dolls, clothing, and accessories, takes place in China through contracted factories. And then it provides a breakdown. The design and concepting happens in Wisconsin. Everything else happens in China. So not only is her argument in trying to support Donald Trump stupid, so is she for not knowing that the doll that she references is made in China. I want out of this timeline now.